guys, this is Rebecca from Rebecca's Corner, and thank you for coming to my channel. Today we are taking that beautiful heart wreath that I found from the Dollar Tree. We are taking the love sign off of it, which you see I've already done that. I did that off camera. And we've already painted some puzzle pieces, also purchased from the Dollar Tree. And I am going to make a puzzle piece heart wreath or door hanger or sign, whatever you want to call it. So right now I'm just laying the red around the two edges, the inside and the outside, to make sure I have enough red to cover, which I painted plenty of them, and I have enough to cover. So then we go with our next color, which is pink, and I'm going to layer the pink on top of the red. Now, I'm not worried about covering everything up at the moment. I just want to make sure I have enough to cover the way I want it to, if that makes sense. So I'm just sticking the pink on it, making sure, I have enough, and if I need extra, I have the extra ones. And I'm just making it random. It doesn't matter what piece I grabbed. For the most part, I wasn't even paying attention to what I was doing unless it was the color I was putting on it. So yeah, we're just randomly placing these pink puzzle pieces on top of the reds. As you can see, there's still some white pieces from the background of the wreath, but that's fine. We'll eventually cover them. Now we're moving on to our third color, which is gray. Which, I know what you're thinking, gray for Valentine's Day? That's crazy. Yeah, I know, it's a little different, a little random, but I wanted it to be a little unique. I think that's the word I'm looking for here. So, just like I did with the pink, I am taking the gray puzzle pieces and I'm sticking them on top of the pink ones randomly, trying to make sure, it would cover the background, and what I don't cover with the gray, I will go back over with random pieces of reds or pinks. Now we're not gluing it yet, I'm just sticking them on there to make sure I have enough to cover this wreath the way that I want it to. See, we're just randomly placing these pieces on top of the other ones. And now, if I'd like to take this moment to say, if you are visiting my channel for the first time, thank you for stopping by, and please consider subscribing. If you are a subscriber, welcome back. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate you, and I love each and every one of you. And if you like this video, please hit that like button, leave me a comment, let me know what you think. I had so much fun making this wreath, and it was so simple and easy to do. So now I finished putting the gray ones on, and I'm just stacking random pieces of red and pink on top of the gray to cover all the rest of the white that was left from the background that I could see. See, randomly just stacking ones on there, making sure I like the way that it looks. Sorry for the bad camera angles. I hope you can see what I'm doing here. My tripod broke and I haven't got another one in yet, so I'm having to hold this with my right hand while I'm making this, and I'm left-handed, so it was a little difficult, but I managed. Okay, so what you're seeing here is I emptied the wreaths when I got all of those pieces on there that I wanted, and I started back with a red, and now I'm gluing them in place. Since I know for a fact that I have enough to cover my entire wreath or door hanger, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to call it a wreath. But I have enough, so now we're just going to glue it all down. Now I've got all the reds glued, and I'm starting back with the pinks, and I zoomed in here just to show you. I'm adding a ton of glue on this just to make sure it stays put. And over time, I know hot glue eventually, loses its hold, and if it gets hot, it'll lose it faster because it melts, and that's fine. I can always add a different glue to it later or re-glue it and redo it. Doesn't matter to me. Now, I would recommend using a different glue than what I use, but I just wanted it done in a hurry because it was late and I was tired. So I just went the simple and easy way out and used hot glue. Okay, now we've got all of our pinks glued on there. So next would be to add the gray. As we're starting here in the bottom, we're gonna add a glue, add some grays, and try to cover all of those spots of white that you see. So yeah, we're just covering all of those white spots with the grays that you see. And like I said, from here I'm just gluing on random colors, random pieces, just to make sure I cover up all of those ugly white spots that you see. Alright, it looks like we've got all of our pieces on here. So, I'm giving you a closer look here. Like I said, I just randomized the rest of the colors when I added them back, and I love, love, love how this turned out. But we're not done yet. We have at least one more thing to add to make this wreath complete. And that would be this arrow. So I also purchased this arrow from the Dollar Tree, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint it that gray color to match the wreath. And I cut out this cute little phrase with my Cricut and like a bright pink vinyl, and I'm going to add that to the arrow, and then we're going to glue it all onto the wreath. So the phrase I chose is "You're my missing puzzle piece," and here you see me playing with it and trying to figure out where I want it. And I got this transfer tape off of Amazon. It is not Cricut brand, and it works amazing. I've never been able to use the Cricut brand and actually get it to work the way that it's supposed to. This stuff is so sticky that everything pretty much sticks to it. I say that, and yet I struggle with the vinyl, but that's okay. It happens. So we're just taking our scraper here just to make sure we get those words to stay to the transfer tape so I can put them on this arrow. Now the vinyl I use is like a cheaper vinyl, so it did tear an S, which I do show that, and it sometimes struggled releasing the vinyl from the paper backing, so I did have to take a few extra minutes and pull that off of a few letters, but it looks so amazing on this arrow. It kind of actually blew my mind. I didn't expect it to look as good as it did. But I love how this turned out. It looks so great. Like I said, I struggled with this brand, but it looked amazing, so it was worth it. There was even a Z that decided to come off and stick to my finger. That was what I was struggling with there. I had to use my scraper to hold it to the paper. So I did take the backing off, and then I put it back on some of it just so I could line it up the way that I wanted it so it didn't tear or ruin my paint. And if I can find the link for that transfer paper, I'll link it in the comment or in the description down below. It's amazing. I got this huge roll. I can actually see through my hair back there, sitting on the desk. here we go. That pink just looks so good with that. See, there's where it messed up my S. It ripped it right at the top, but unless you know it's there, you cannot see it. So I was pretty happy with that. And the rest of it just came off no problem. That was the only like big issue I had when I transferred it to my arrow. So, and now we've got it where we want it, so I'm going to lay it over on its side, still on the wreath, but I'm just going to flip it over and add like a ton of hot glue to one side of the arrow, which is that back fat corner, or the back big part. This part, I don't know what that's called. It's just the big part of the arrow to me. So there's a name for that, let me know. And I'm gonna put it back where I want it and hold that for a few seconds. Make sure it holds. And then we're gonna go to the other side of the wreath and hold it up, the part that's not glued, and add some glue there. Which I actually try to show you here what I'm doing. So I just glue around my stick, my glue gun actually inside right there, and glue, hold it down. I'm trying to show you here, but what I'm doing is kind of hard to show you. But I just stick the tip of the glue gun in the wreath, or in the arrow right there, to try and hold it down a little bit more while I glue it. And I might add a bow to this. No, I might not. I'm not sure. But here we go. What do you guys think? I love how this turned out. Absolutely love it. I don't know if I'll leave that hanger on it or not. I kind of like it and I kind of don't. Let me know. Would you all leave the hanger, or would you just glue like string or a pipe cleaner to it to hold it? Let me know. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. I love this. Thanks for watching. Bye.